back to MBBS. In today's video, I'll be doing an interview section with two pioneer sets. They are the current level 600 of MBBS in Federal University Lucy, and I'm here at Rashid Shekoni Teaching Hospital. So I'll be doing this interview with them, to just ask them some basic questions actually. The questions are three, and we just want them to give us answers to this question. We want to hear their own answers. So stay with me. You're welcome to this TV, and I really appreciate your coming because it's not easy. I thought at first you won't, accept the invitation, but I really appreciate, and may God Allah bless you.
It's alright, it's my pleasure.
So I just have some little questions to ask you regarding medicine. I would just want to know, give us an introduction about who you are.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Kadir Ibrahim Ahmed. I'm a final year medical student at Federal University USA. So, Federal University USA, we are pioneers.
Is there anything so special about you?
I'm the kind of person that like keeping things to yourself.
Okay.
Not entirely introvert, but kind of ambivert. So, sometimes engaging in active reading, most of times passive readings, but not entirely engaging in group discussions. So I enjoy clinical activities, especially ward rounds, and enjoy my clinics.
It's a very good one, and that's very nice. You are my one-time mentor, and you are still a mentor of mine. So in today's episode, I just want to ask these three important questions. Give us some answers, your own opinion, basically your own opinion about these three questions. What course will you be studying if not medicine?
Okay, if not medicine, I will probably study microbiology,
Okay.
pharmacy.
Okay, why microbiology or pharmacy?
Because I've always been drawn to health sciences and stuff like that.
Okay, because I know more about microbiology. It deals with research and all that.
The reason is since secondary school, I've always loved biology.
Okay.
I'm not the kind of person that like maths and
Maths.
calculations, stuff like that, but
Okay.
that's the reason.
So that's very nice.
My name is Khadija Hassan. I'm a final year medical student in Federal University UK. I'm from Kano. Actually, it has always been medicine, but if I'm to choose other course, I would probably go with pharmacy.
Okay, pharmacy. Why pharmacy?
Because I love pharmacology.
Okay.
I love reading pharmacology.
Well, I think this idea is just from you when you are still studying medicine.
Yes.
That's when you develop the interest,
Yes.
right? But that particular interest course you have before entering medicine, that if I did not get MBBS, I can still study this. So what is that course?
I've never thought of that actually.
Okay, it has always been medicine.
Yes.
Wow. So that's very nice. Why do you think some brilliant students still fail in medicine?
Okay, in medicine, there are many reasons actually. Medicine, brilliance may get you admitted into medical school, but resilience, discipline, um, stuff like that can keep you survive in medical school. Um, some of the reasons might be some of the brilliant students think that the being intelligence,
Yes.
um, that is relying on just being intelligence,
Hmm.
make you just pass with medical school, but it requires more than that. It
Okay.
requires consistency, discipline,
Hard work.
emotional strength.
Hard work can still play a
Yes,
part.
very hard work. And
Yeah.
medicine is hard actually.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
you need to read hard,
Mm.
hard, like very hard.
Very hard.
Um, you need to be prayerful.
Okay.
Okay. So just being smart is not enough actually.
But do you also still believe that the school management, or let's say the management of MBBS in a particular school, still have hands in failing some particular students just because their population is very high, they want to increase the number and all that?
Yes. Um, the system also play role in students, brilliant students, failing their exams, not directly, but indirectly. But some of the major reasons is it's just maybe personal issues the
Okay.
students have. Um, Maybe the students doesn't have effective study methods.
Mm.
Um, in medical school in Nigeria, especially, they normalize this suffering.
Yes,
So
yes. You must suffer.
you suffer,
Wow, wow, wow.
but you don't have to do that because why are you studying? You are studying to save lives. Why
Yes.
must you suffer?
Mm.
But before even you come to medical school,
You pass through
you,
WAEC,
you
JAM.
already put that in mind that
Yes.
this is a fact that you are going to
You are
suffer.
going to suffer.
So you already set your mind that you are going to suffer.
Wow.
Another thing is that in medical school you meet some teachers that
Mm.
inspire you a lot. But some of the teachers may sound intimidating
Okay.
or humiliating, but
Yeah.
they are not actually humiliating the student or intimidating them.
Okay.
Just part of the training, and they are not wicked.
So,
We love our teachers.
yeah, that's very. Why do you think some brilliant students still fail in medicine? Because now I have friends in uh, my secondary school days. They are head boy and head girl. But when they are studying in their own respective schools, I have one of them that even reseated a course, and someone even repeated. And these guys are very good actually. But why do you think they still fail, the brilliant ones?
Okay. So as you say, medicine is actually kind of hard.
Yes.
So medicine require consistency.
Okay.
You need to consistently read, practice, and all that things. And then the volume workload.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of bulkiness in studying both the clinical courses and the clinical courses,
Yes.
and also maybe there is lack of balance between proper sleep, your reading schedule, and your nutritional status,
Okay. Okay.
and other things. But then sometimes you just have to be prayerful, you have
Yeah.
to read a lot, and then you have to rest too,
Yeah.
because
Very.
resting is part of reading.
Resting is very, very, very important. So, talking about reading time. So, because I've come across you studying for a very long hours, so what is that minimum time you think a medical student should study for if they really want to if they really want to pass?
It depends on the student,
Okay.
because you just have to know yourself and then work by what works best for you.
Mm.
I read more during the day,
Okay.
so that's why maybe always see me reading during the day.
Yes.
So
Yes.
just know who you are, and then you will read. Some can read just for 2 hours, and they are okay with it.
The last question I want you to just say something on is the truth about studying medicine in Nigeria. Though you might have given an answer while talking about why some students fail medicine, but just the truth, the fact that what have you seen in medicine for the past years you've been in medicine, and it's not actually what people have been saying about medicine, because I know before you entered this MBBS, a lot of people have been saying a lot of things that when you get into the school, you see that it's entirely different. So, what is just the little truth about it?
The truth is, this is my personal opinion,
Okay.
but the system in Nigeria, especially the healthcare system, is challenging.
Yes.
And also studying medicine in Nigeria, you know, medicine is different from many other courses. So Nigeria is very, very challenging, but however,
Mm.
it is worthy. It teaches you resilience, it teaches you discipline that not just resilience in the class, but it teaches you resilience both inside the class and outside the class, and it's stressing you in the way that gives you that challenge
Okay.
that you can practice not only in Nigeria but outside of Nigeria.
Yeah, so you can
So
survive anywhere
you can
if you
survive
study
anywhere.
in
But,
Nigeria.
but the truth is, it's very hard. The system, the
Mm.
teaching and technique in Nigeria is different from any other countries, and it's very hard, very challenging. So students tend to struggle a lot.
Okay.
The truth about studying medicine in Nigeria is that it is very demanding, but it is admirable. Mainly because you have lots of
Workload.
workload,
Mm.
long-term studying the course,
Mm.
and limited equipment and overcrowding. But at the end of the day,
Yes.
you'll be capable to handle yourself in any difficult situation, and you can adapt to any situation.
Any situation.
And doctors that studied from Nigeria are highly recognized globally.
You are very right. They are recognized globally and even recommended. That's just the end of the video. I really have a great time with my senior, and I wish them the very best because the exam is coming in the next few months, and these guys have been very busy, and they are very unique people because the way I even met them is very surprising. The Dr. Kabir, I met him while I was still in level 100 level. So, and now I'm currently in 400 level. So, it's just amazing seeing them today and having this section with them. While the other lady, Dr. Khadija, I met her one of the classes we used in studying. She is a very workaholic person. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscription bell, turn on the notification button so that you can still see more of my Peace. And see you in my next one.